Tonight on DC News Now, we have new video showing the seconds before a fire tears through a DC apartment. We'll show it to you.
All hell broke loose.
Cat-sized rats invading a DuPont Circle apartment complex.
They haven't been able to get them out. They're having babies. They're trying to find new holes as they seal more and more up.
What building management is saying as tenants share their horror stories with DC News Now. An arrest made after police say a man tried to lure children for sex online. The important warning parents need to know about.
Hi everyone, checking a ton of sunshine for your Friday. Have that forecast, it's coming up.
And 1 week out from the 4th of July, we're at Reagan National Airport checking in on air travel. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan. We begin tonight with breaking news. 2 DC police officers bitten by a dog while responding to a shooting call. DC News Now reporter Mariel Carbone joining us live tonight from that scene in Northeast. So, Mariel, good evening. What's the latest there?
Chris, we really don't have much information out here. We just know those few facts you just mentioned. Officers responding to a shooting, and while out here on the scene, 2 of them were bitten by a dog out here. This area we're at, this is on Minnesota Avenue. I'm stepping aside so you can see, but a bus just went in front of the scene. It's moving. You'll be able to see the scene there now. This is where this shooting investigation and that dog attack happened. We know there's officers suffering from minor injuries. Where we're at right now, we're just across from the Minnesota Ave Metro Station to give you an idea of where this scene is located. Out here right now, there is just one police car out here, one of the cruisers, and the Department of Forensics out here just taking some pictures of this scene. So that is the latest out here. Not too much information, like we said. Still waiting to hear back more from police, more details on the actual shooting that led to the response out here. But that is the latest in Northeast DC tonight. I'm Mariel Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Mariel, thanks for that update. Meanwhile, more breaking news today. Prince George's County Police on the scene right now of a deadly shooting. It happened in the Hillcrest Heights neighborhood. Police responded to that scene near Town Park Road and Dublin Court just before 6:45 this evening. They say 1 man was shot and killed, another man injured, but we're told he is expected to be okay. Anyone with information is asked to call police. Meanwhile, DC Fire releasing new video showing just moments before a massive fire broke out at this Southeast apartment on Tuesday. So take a look at this video here. You see a person walking along the Oxford Manor apartment building. Investigators say illegal fireworks ignited that fire. You can see here in this video, someone shooting fireworks toward that building on Bowen Road. The firefighters found Roman candles near the fire, which left 76 people without a home. This is what happened shortly after those fireworks went off. Massive flames tearing through the roof of that building there. Officials say it could take about a year and a half, even more perhaps, to fully renovate that building. All right, taking a live look outside right now on this Thursday evening. Beautiful shot of the White House. All eyes now on that Friday forecast. Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb here. And Janessa, I think it's safe to say tomorrow looks like a pretty beautiful day to play hooky.
It definitely is. High pressure taking over, and it's allowing us to see this wonderful sunset right now across the DMV, the National Cathedral. Looking absolutely beautiful. Temperatures are fairly mild still. We're at 86 degrees. Winds coming out of the northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. But our dew points, they're still into the upper 50s. We need to get those down a few more degrees, and we'll feel a lot better across the region, with humidity still up there as well. Upper 70s the farther west you go into Kaiser, Cumberland, 82 right now for Loudoun County, and then out towards our southern Maryland locations, upper 70s to lower 80s. Dew points are still fairly high for Annapolis into Anne Arundel County. Reason being because this front is very close to our coastal locations, but the high is going to kind of drape down across West Virginia Virginia tomorrow, allowing for a good day with really wall-to-wall sunshine before our next cold front really impacts us going into the weekend. So really tomorrow morning, no big concerns. Make sure you have the shades handy. By 9 a.m. early morning commute, we're back into the middle 70s. I do have storms for your weekend. We'll take a look at that coming up.
All right, we'll see you then, Janessa. Thanks. Meanwhile, happening now at 9, Fairfax County police say 5 people on the run after stealing luxury handbags from the Chanel store in Tysons. Take a good look at your screen. Police say this group stole more than $100,000 worth of merchandise. Police say one person in the group also set off a fire extinguisher. That's a tactic we've seen used as a distraction during high-end retail robberies. Investigators believe that group then drove off in this white Alfa Romeo. The car may have stolen or altered license plates. All right, now to a health alert in Prince George's County. Officials are warning about a rabid raccoon found in College Park. It was discovered last Friday on DePaul Place. The health department says to get in touch with them if you or a pet came in contact with a raccoon between June 11th and June 21st. This is actually the 3rd time since April that a rabid raccoon has been found in College Park. Meanwhile, in the district, rats the size of cats. It's how neighbors in one apartment building in Northeast D.C. describe what they're dealing with inside. D.C. News Now reporter Daniel Hamburg live at the flats at DuPont Circle Apartments. And Daniel, neighbors tell you they are just fed up with these rats.
Well, Chris, it's a normal sight in D.C. to have rats running around at night. That's why you see so many of these rat traps, which is actually outside of this apartment building. But neighbors here didn't expect to have rats inside, and that's why they are so upset.
I slept on my balcony a couple times in the middle of the night because the rats, I could tell, were scratching really aggressively.
Neighbors at the flats at DuPont Circle have been dealing with rats running around and up and down the walls for weeks.
I've heard that it's everywhere from the 1st floor to the 9th floor, so it's not like this is just in the basement. They're really up in the walls, going through the whole building.
Building owner Equity Apartments said they're addressing the problem in a small number of units, performing barrier sealing and using its pest control vendor.
As they've gotten in, they haven't been able to get them out. They're having babies. They're trying to find new holes as they seal more and more up, and so I think it's just been compounding the problem.
Gerard Brown, who runs the district's rodent control program, says it's important to report rats to 311. DC Health only inspects outside of buildings to look for holes and burrows, but can coordinate a multi-agency inspection.
We might call DPW, Department of Public Works, and the Department of Buildings to join us, and then everybody look for their violations.
After a sharp rise in complaints after the COVID pandemic, Brown says rat complaints are about even compared to last year.
It's not getting worse, so I guess that's good.
Brown says whether it's a large building or a home, keeping food sources like trash contained so rats can't access them is key.
When we deal with the behavior and change the behavior, then we can get a grip on the rats.
And so I did speak with one neighbor who tells me that she has already filed in small claims court, as have many other of her neighbors here. We are also told that there are many inspectors over the next few weeks that are planned to look at individual units. We're live in Northwest. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Yeah, that is nasty. Some huge rats there. Daniel, thanks. Meanwhile, in Maryland, Governor Wes Moore launching a program to help employ people with previous marijuana convictions. It comes just days after he pardoned tens of thousands of people with misdemeanor cannabis charges. People interested in the new program will be able to take courses taught by industry experts and college professors, followed by hands-on occupational training. The program is free to eligible applicants. Applications will be accepted on a rolling basis starting Monday. Well, caught on camera, Fairfax County police pull over a driver who they say is going 117 miles per hour. Take a look here at your screen. You can see the driver on the left side of the screen there, just flying through the 55-mile-per-hour zone. This is on the Dulles Toll Road. Police also say the driver had a fake license plate. The driver from Leesburg was eventually pulled over and arrested. All right, we've got some good news if you're heading out of town over the holiday weekend. The Virginia DOT is suspending highway work zone projects ahead of the 4th of July. They'll also be pausing lane closures on interstates and most major roads. So it'll start July 3rd and continue through July 5th. Drivers may also see some permanent road zones. I-95 in both directions expected to be heavily congested as always. So VDOT is asking drivers plan ahead and watch out for pedestrians and cyclists. Well, in the final days of Pride Month, Arlington County first responders spent the day celebrating and connecting with the LGBTQ+ community members. They say the 4th annual Pride with Police is an important day, especially as they work to promote a new team within the department. Our Max Marcilla joining us live outside Arlington Police Headquarters. And Max, today's event was as much a celebration as it was an outreach effort.
Yeah, Chris, and essentially what the police were doing is telling as many people as possible about the LGBTQ+ liaison team. It's a team made up of officers who work in different areas of the department who volunteer to serve this team, a team that their job is to reach out to these members of the LGBTQ+ community, hear their complaints, whether it's public safety or not, and offer them resources. At Freddy's Beach Bar in Crystal City, police, fire, and other first responders sharing a day they believe will help a community at times overlooked and underrepresented.
I think building those relationships before they need law enforcement services are really important.
Pride with the Police taking place at the same gay bar where just a few months earlier they had to respond to a bomb threat.
Anytime anything's happened, like after the Pulse nightclub shooting, they're here with their sympathies and offering help.
Now in the same space offering resources like their LGBTQ+ liaison team.
Really just build that collective feeling in our community to build upon safety, ensure everybody is heard, everybody feels like they're supported, and everybody has a resource.
And it was just really nice to see that our community backs them just as much as the folks in blue back us.
Advocates say this bond is strong and important. Safe Spaces Nova, an organization designed to help LGBTQ+ youth, says the police partnership can make a difference.
There can be issues with domestic violence that they don't fully understand, and they're not quite understood by straight, more heterosexual folks. Someone at the police department who can really understand those issues and the special challenges that these youth face is going to be really, really helpful when it comes to guiding them towards healthy relationships.
And another one of those themes that we heard a lot tonight came around the topic of bullying, especially for members of the LGBTQ+ community, the youth members specifically. That's something Arlington County Police said they really want to improve. They build these relationships, and they hope the relationships they build will in turn allow those people to trust them more when they come to them with these complaints. Reporting live in Arlington, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.